Good day, everyone. This is Brian Seifert, Director of Consumer Goods for Sophion, and along with Scott Siegel, Senior Manager with Calypso, we'd like to welcome you to the second installment of the Consumer Goods Innovation Exchange series. As a brief introduction, my company, Sophion, we are a global publicly traded firm providing automated solutions for enterprise innovation management. These solutions enable our clients to focus their resources on fewer, bigger, and better innovation investments, creating sustainable, profitable revenue growth.
Thanks, Brian, and hello, everyone. This is Scott Siegel, and a brief introduction to Calypso. We're a global innovation consulting firm exclusively focused on innovation, product development, and product lifecycle management. Calypso helps clients build the capabilities and processes they need to become leading innovators in their industries and consistently launch new products that succeed in the market. We're excited to have everyone here today, and for those of you that are on Twitter, be aware that we will be live tweeting today's event using the hashtag InnovX, I-N-N-O-V-X, and we encourage everyone to join us there as well.
The Consumer Goods Innovation Exchange is a recurring roundtable series of 3 web events this spring that will feature knowledge sharing, anecdotes, and discussion from a variety of leading consumer packaged goods organizations focused on innovation management. Calypso and Sophion have teamed up with innovation leaders from PepsiCo, Kimberly-Clark, Land O'Lakes, and the J.M. Smucker Company to share with you their real-life experiences, challenges, and successes of leading the innovation processes and cross-functional teams at their organizations. Today is the second in our series entitled Making Innovation Global. This session will address how to drive common innovation process standards across a complex global enterprise. Today's participants represent PepsiCo and Kimberly-Clark, 2 of the world's largest and most global consumer goods innovators. The format for today's session will have each of our presenters providing an overview of the manner in which they have helped their company go global with innovation. And then we'll open this up for what we hope will be a lively discussion and Q&A with each of them. We've collected a number of questions in advance from you, the audience, but if you'd like to ask more questions, please feel free to do so via the questions panel in GoToMeeting on the right-hand side of your screen.
As part of the preparation and registration for today's session, we asked each of you in attendance a few pre-webinar questions to gauge the current state of global innovation at your organizations and better understand some of the challenges you face. It's Brian and I's hypothesis and the basis for this entire innovation exchange that the responses to these questions will be the same for the majority of you, as you are all in similar roles within the consumer packaged goods industry. So the first question we posed for today's session was around a global innovation strategy, and the results are as expected. Starting from the bottom of the results, a little over 10% of the respondents indicated that they do not have a defined strategy for growing business through global innovation at their organization. So this is not a surprise that the clear majority of companies responding see global innovation as a priority. In most cases, primary markets in the United States, Western Europe, and select Asian markets have matured, and at the same time, disposable incomes have risen in emerging markets like China and India. So as companies search for new revenue growth streams and opportunities to drive scale and efficiencies to lower costs, a global innovation strategy is imperative. What we see from the top 2 responses is yes, of course most companies have a global innovation strategy, but the reality is most companies have identified the need, but the strategy is not truly defined. It's certainly acknowledged and talked about within organizations, but there's no real shared vision that is defined across the various regions and business units. The second question that we asked as part of the pre-webinar was, which part of innovating globally does your organization struggle most with? Again, some of the clear takeaways come not only from the top-rated response, but also in looking at some of the lower-rated responses. So defining the right markets rated the lowest. Few companies struggle with this. It's pretty clear where the right markets for potential growth are. In many mature businesses, this is China and India. If they're untapped, because of the sheer size of their population and the growing middle classes. The Middle East, Eastern Europe, and Russia are often frequent targets, and often the next tier companies are focusing on globally. Certainly, though, enabling decision-making on a global scale is a challenge, and not surprisingly, the biggest struggle results from the inability to define and enforce a standard set of processes globally. And as such, this is the real focus of today's webinar. How do we support standard innovation and NPD process across the organization? So to introduce today's speakers, we're lucky enough today to have Ron Brown from PepsiCo. Ron's Senior Director, CIO, Global R&D at the Global Nutrition Group, and then also Barbara Burns from Kimberly-Clark. Barbara is the Global Phase Gate Process Owner of the Corporate Innovation Team at Kimberly-Clark. So Ron, go ahead and take it away.